Fuck family channels.
owned Miley Cyrus.
Bro, honestly, Miley did not do the mullet justice. Let's be real. Can we all come to that agreement that like this wasn't her best haircut?
Literally, they owned her name. From 2006 to 2011, we all witnessed what could be considered the
Bro, I loved Hannah Montana. I'll say it straight, man. I loved Hannah Montana. Welcome back.
greatest Disney Channel show
Got a
of all
mullet.
time. Most of us look back on the show as nostalgic, fun, and overall positive. However,
Yeah.
Miley does not have the same feelings.
Hey, Barbie.
She was the lowest paid cast member. She was working
Shrimp,
12-hour
that's not
shifts and
okay.
was dealing with an identity crisis all throughout her teenage years.
Skull
We've seen
it.
a number of child stars spiral out of control, and it seems like Miley was heading that
Jeez, I remember all this shit was happening. Everyone was like, Miley Cyrus has been possessed by a devil.
way in the early 2010s. Or maybe her wild phase was
Bro, the world lost it when Miley Cyrus went crazy, bro. Because she was like America's sweetheart, Hannah Montana, goody country music / kind of hip hop singer. And like 18, she just went like off the rails. But it was for a good reason.
was all planned. Disney had an insane amount of power and control over the young girl. Instead of rolling over and dying, Miley decided she was going to fight the conglomeration.
Wild
She was
era.
going to take back
Shake
what was
those
rightfully
pancakes.
hers
No, bro, watch. You'll see what she had a plan the whole time with her craziness.
and make Disney want nothing to do with her. Stay hydrated.
She ruined her image
Miley's
for a
birth
reason.
name was actually Destiny Hope Cyrus. Her
Dang, that's so much prettier. Destiny Hope Cyrus. Damn. Didn't like her pretending to be. I just didn't. Wait, did she do that? I had a concert DVD. I don't remember all from that time period. Honestly, the most I know about is from videos after the fact.
parents would call her
They
Smiley
kill
growing
Hannah.
up, which ultimately got shortened to Miley. Throughout the 90s and early 2000s, her father toured the
Yeah,
world
I want to say Billy Ray Cyrus needs to be held more accountable for what Disney did to Miley.
singing his country music anthems. In 2001, he landed his own
My
TV
achy,
drama and
breaky
family
heart.
show called Doc. Miley was 9 at the time and realized her new passion was acting. She made her acting
What up,
debut as
Emily?
Kylie on Doc and was instantly hooked. She had another small role as Ruthie in the film Big Fish, but when the opportunity for Hannah Montana presented itself, Miley was fixated on landing that role. Hannah Montana was
Really
a new
pushed her
Disney
hard,
Channel
though.
show about a teenage girl who lived a double life as a famous pop star. Michael Poirier
When did this shit come out? Yeah, I like Big Fish.
was the writer and producer for Hannah Montana.
Bro, isn't it crazy that like motherfuckers like this write kids shows about like teenagers and like their love and their relationships? Like motherfuckers like this be writing that shit and like, all right, and then Miley and then this guy, they're gonna kiss. Gross. Big Fish is so good. I mean, I just think it's funny, like grown ass men. I mean, like who else is gonna write it? I guess.
Hannah. He had the show idea years before it ever came to TV. They'd seen over
There's so many
1,000
indie
kids
windows.
audition for the
True,
roles.
it was
and
wild. That's why, like in late '90s, early 2000s, cartoons and shows, like you go back and watch them nowadays as an adult, like wow, and all the indie window jokes that the writers would put in there.
Still could not decide who was right for it. Miley's first audition was when she was 11 years old in 2002. She auditioned for the role of the best friend. but then was
2002?
encouraged to go for the lead since she was a very talented singer. So she sent in another audition and another. Ultimately, the show producers knew that they had to see her in person if they wanted to make a decision. She flew in and killed it. Her raspy voice,
Wanted to be
confidence,
Hannah?
and true
Wow.
southern twang was exactly what Disney needed. Miley didn't just embody the character they wrote, she was her. Miley was a small town girl from Tennessee who went to school and had a big family. Her dad was a famous musician, and she was a very
Dang.
talented singer. She had always dreamed of
That's
being like her
dope.
dad to some degree, but always loved her friends
And it
and
was
life in the country.
poppin'.
She fit the role so well they even casted her father Billy to play as her dad on the show. As they had a father-daughter
Dang.
bond so real it could not be recreated. They actually changed the lead character's name from Chloe Stewart to Miley Stewart because they couldn't separate the characters
I did not know that. Mama Tish just got remarried.
from the real person. The show aired in March 2006.
They
to
named it
5.4
after
million
her?
viewers, the highest TV show premiere in Disney history at this point. Then they would average about 3.5 million viewers per episode every week. It was the most popular kids show on TV. She
Wow, I
immediately
did not know. It was the most popular kids show on TV at one point. I didn't know that.
star, both literally and on the show.
Damn.
Miley was living her biggest dreams. She was on Disney. Her parents were happy, and everything
That's
was sunshine and
crazy.
rainbows. However, there was a lot of new
The
pressure.
fuck?
Miley went from being an
Jesus.
aspiring actress to 12-hour workdays, recording studios,
Yeah.
live performances.
Bro, being an actress, a singer, working for Disney is no fucking joke, bro. It's all day, every day.
And doing her schooling on set. Miley probably
Yeah.
had a hard time trying to balance schoolwork and acting. If she had Grammarly, her workflow would have been way
Bro, no way, you slut.
more efficient.
Get outta
Grammarly
here.
is free to download, and it works where you work. Save you even more. Mix up your writing to make it use the
Lol.
word detect time
Oh,
faster,
is
especially
it-
audience.
is it something
Perfect
I
so
don't
you don't
know
get bored and click off the video. Work time. With Grammarly.com/Patrick, 20% off to save time. Or this would be to process as a 13-year-old.
Bro, honestly, I as a kid, I would have loved to have done like working hard and like doing all kind of crazy shit, being creative. Not the ad. I'd hate being in school. The Hannah Montana thing, oh my bad.
She would put on the Hannah Montana wig. The response was way different. Where's Hannah? Fans would scream to her when they see her in real life. Like, what? I'm Hannah. Wait, no, I'm Miley. But they don't care about me as much. When I throw on the wig, they love me.
Damn. Was it really that bad? Like they only liked her when she had the wig on? Like, was it really like that?
Tish, who was her manager, didn't realize how quickly a mega corporation like Disney could take advantage of a child. Rico. They didn't even negotiate her salary, which is rumored to be about $15,000 per episode.
What? One of the most. What? That's insane. Chat, listen to this. Gordon Ramsay makes $300,000 per Kitchen Nightmares episode, right? She only made $15K from one of like the biggest shows of our generation at the time, kids shows. That's insane. Like either one, to be honest. That's crazy, bro.
Apparently, this was lower than some of her co-stars. They kind of just went with the
Really?
Billy Ray had a resurgence in fame. He was doing shows and selling albums. Miley was getting her little paychecks, so everything seemed to be good. But at some point, they realized they were getting way less than what they were legally entitled to. And Miley said her mother, quote, hired smart people to protect me in that way. In a 2016 interview with Elle, Miley said, I didn't know any better. My name was Miley on the show, but I didn't own my name. We didn't think about that. January of 2008, Destiny Hope Cyrus legally changed her name to Miley Ray Cyrus.
What? Yeah, bro. Gordon makes a fucking killing off Kitchen Nightmares and Hotel Hells.
When it was reported, she just said Miley was the name she identified with since a very young age.
I don't know if Gordon makes that much or that's how much each episode grosses. So actually, let me rephrase that.
Plus being known as Miley to the world because of her show, it only made sense. While those things are...
But we watched a video from this guy's channel, actually, where he talked about how much he made on Kitchen Nightmares. And he would make anywhere between $200,000, $300,000. Each Kitchen Nightmares Hotel Hell would make between $200,000 and $300,000 per show. Now that I think back on it, it might have been just the one episode itself made that. Maybe not Gordon made it.
Definitely true. The little hint, we didn't think about that, made me want to go deeper and speculate further. I think there might be a deeper and maybe more complicated reason why Miley changed her name. Nobody knew Hannah Montana would be an overnight sensation, but they were aware of the potential it had.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. $200,000 to $300,000. Is that not fucking insane?
Commercial potential, money.
Where she actually put in her pocket. I mean, I'd say she's still like really well off, Shrimp.
Years going through thousands of auditions to get the right person, just in case it took off. In my Disney Pop Star Factory video, I highlighted the machine that Disney built with Lizzie McGuire, the Cheetah Girls, Hannah Montana.
No, literally, bro.
They had a very calculated and efficient approach to hiring
stars there for a while.
For a show, and releasing soundtracks and original music under their label Hollywood Records.
Literally, like taking like a pretty young girl and then just squeezing her for everything she's worth. Money, merch, acting, music, movies, this. Just literally everything, bro. Just like driving them insane. Like making them insanely famous, insane work schedules, just driving them up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Wizards, Waverly Place more. It was pretty
millions
good too.
In the TV game and the music industry. Lizzie and the Cheetah Girls were kind of like trial runs. They were successful, but nothing like Hannah Montana would become. The show premiered to millions of viewers every week. The very first Hannah Montana album released in 2006 and would go through.
Dang, look how young she looks in that. That's insane. The Good High show.
Platinum. And I don't believe Miley received any payment for this album. And if so...
No payment for the album?
Very minor. The certification isn't even credited to her. It says...
Bro, the albums for Hannah Montana are credited to Walt Disney.
Various artists. It was also released under Walt Disney Records, which is basically their label for soundtracks, compilations, and remix albums, whereas Hollywood Records is their label for real albums, not just TV or movie related albums. On top of that, merch was definitely flying off the shelves. T-shirts, dolls, phones, pencils, purses, posters, keychains. They were selling everything. Most of that was Hannah Montana stuff, which is the character that Disney did rightfully own and create, so it would make sense if Miley was being paid royalties. However, in 2007, during season 2, things got a little interesting. June 2007, Hannah Montana 2 album released. But it also had a second disc called Meet Miley Cyrus. This album went #1 on the Billboard Hot 200.
Dang!
3 million copies, which was accompanied with a...
Bro, dude, isn't it crazy, like, back in the day, like, 3 million CDs? Like, bro, the pollution. Jesus Christ, 3 million plastic CDs? That's crazy.
70 show tour. Almost 3.5 months straight of shows. All of these were
Oh my
10 to
god.
15,000.
Look at these dates. December, like look at the show dates. They're all like this. December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 11th. Oh my god, these shows go late into the night. Oh, that's insane. Bro, what the fuck? Look how much look how many shows she did.
1,000-person stadium selling out within minutes. The tour grossed $70 million. She would perform half as Hannah Montana and half as Miley. While she was definitely
And the
getting a
double album
performance fee,
too,
which
W
I would say
in
was
movies.
anywhere from 10 to 30,000 per show, which would end up being around 1 to 1.5 million for the tour. Sounds like great money, but her name is on the tour.
$1 million for a $70 million tour. You go on tour, your image, your likeness, your talent, all that shit. Of course, yeah, there's like producers and all that shit to pay. Like you get $1 million of that 70.
She most definitely could have owned a percentage of the whole thing with the right negotiations, making at least 10 to 20 million, but she did not own her name. People called her Miley Cyrus, but technically that was a stage name. January 2008 was the end of the Best of Both Worlds tour, and aside from the Hannah Montana movie, this was actually the last time she would ever perform as the Hannah Montana character. The beginning of 2008 was when Destiny Hope was legally changed to Miley Cyrus. My guess is that these smart people that Tish hired were advising her to legally change her name as a contractual loophole. Now, you can't just get out of a contract by changing your name. If that was the case, everyone who had a mortgage in America would be changing their names and poof, no more house debt. However, Miley has been working like a dog at this point for almost 2 years, selling out stadiums all over the world. Truthfully, this should be enough money to set her up for life, but I don't think they had it. So changing her name might allow her to sign new contracts and renegotiate better terms. For example, in 1993, Prince legally changed his name from Prince, which was his birth name, to an unpronounceable symbol. Why? Warner Bros. Took the name, trademarked it, and used it as the main marketing tool to promote all of the music I wrote.
That's crazy! The symbol.
Doesn't that kind of sound like what Disney was doing with the name Miley Cyrus? Now I'm summarizing this a lot, but basically everything that Prince records and creates is technically owned by Warner Brothers while under the contract. So by changing his name to the symbol, he can record new material all in his home by himself, and Warner doesn't own it since it wasn't made by Prince. It was made by the symbol. So maybe Destiny Hope signed some sort of contract with Walt Disney Records while recording and releasing the Hannah Montana albums, but when she legally changed her name to Miley Cyrus, maybe that allowed her to sign a new contract with Hollywood Records and release her new album Breakout under the stage name Miley Cyrus.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I only know like 3 Miley Cyrus songs, like Wrecking Ball, that one song that's like, bands will make her dance, and like, it's the climb, like, the mountain song.
It wasn't just all business.
Like, it's crazy she had albums, the climb. Yeah.
Really, Hannah Montana was not a character. That wasn't what the show is about. It was about a normal girl with a wig on. Everything was always in me. The concept of the show. It's me. Hannah was just Miley with a wig on. Take off the wig and you have the exact same person. Her identity as an artist and a person was being thwarted by a fucking wig. She wanted to break away from Hannah Montana. Breakout, released July of 2008, was successful. It went platinum in just a few months. Before the album, she got into some controversy for this topless photo shoot.
Bro, yes, and this is where people started fucking shitting on her all over.
With Vanity Fair, Miley and her family felt like it was just artistic, but she was pressured to apologize for the provocative photo. Also around this time, photos leaked of her and her boyfriend at the time kissing and cuddling. Disney was not happy. All of their stars kept a squeaky clean image, so Miley was towing the line. She spent almost all of 2008 filming the 30-episode season 3 of Hannah Montana and working on new music. In 2009, she released Party in the USA, which would eventually go on to sell
Party in the USA. Oh, I can forget that one. That one's a banger.
Still her biggest song of all time. She performed the single at the Teen Choice Awards.
Oh, yes, bro. I remember my mom even said some shit about this.
Controversy for her pole dance, which was pretty mild. Still, Disney was getting more and more fed up with her. Now the 16 turning 17-year-old was about to embark on the Wonder World tour, where she didn't perform as Hannah Montana at all. The tour was
Isn't it crazy? Like Miley Cyrus is like 8 years older than even me.
6 shows long. The smallest venue was 10,000 people. The biggest was 20,000.
Like when she was 17, I was like 12. What the fuck? Because of this? Yeah, dude. My mom wasn't bitching at me, but I remember my mom, like I have an older sister. And so like my mom came in and she's like that Hannah Montana character, like she saw it, like her friends told her about it at work. I don't know where, like maybe at church. I don't know where she found out about it.
People. The O2 Arena in London, which she sold out 5 nights in 1 month. which kind of made me take a step back and
Jeez.
realize just how massive she was at age
5
16,
nights
17.
in 1 month at 16 to 17.
She sold over 800,000 tickets on this tour, and the tour grossed $66 million, so it's pretty safe to say that Miley
A
Cyrus
70 and $60 million tour back to back. You want a rampage about it? Welcome back, Maxie.
could stand on her own without Hannah Montana. I'm also assuming that she made way more money on the Miley tour due to the legal name change. Think about it. She did 70 shows on the Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds tour. That grossed $70 million. And she did another 56 shows as Miley after filming a whole
Only
new season of the show.
56?
That's an insane amount of work and pressure for a
Damn!
teenager. Maybe the
But
Miley
now,
tour
reference?
they had some ownership in and stood to make a lot more money. Maybe they were trying to gain leverage and show how Miley didn't need to be Hannah Montana anymore. Because as much as we don't want to accept it, she didn't want to be this character anymore. Maybe her parents just said, hey,
Damn, why did Billy show up to the award show in his pajamas?
just do this one tour and we could be done for a while. The 2010 release of Hannah Montana Season 4 got pushed back. They said she was busy touring, but we all know she was full-blown fed up with this character she had been playing since she was 12. In the middle of 2010,
Damn,
she
that's
released
so
her
long.
album Can't Be Tamed with Hollywood Records, which the album name alone speaks for itself. The music video for the single stirred up controversy again.
Bro, she was trying to break out of the good girl image, bro. She's like the Avril Lavigne of her generation.
She was underage, acting scandalous, which is mild by today's standards.
Yeah,
At this
really.
point, she is
Like, as fucked up as that is, like, I feel like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like if you're under 18, you should probably not be sexually provocative on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that goes without saying, because, like, even if, like, you're not intending for it to be that way, people who are, predators are gonna watch it and take it down. Which is, I guess, not their fault. Whatever, it's whatever. But, like, dude, that's just crazy to me. Because, like, nowadays, bro, like, you log on to TikTok, bro, like, here's one reason I don't use TikTok, bro. Like, I can't even get on the app without seeing, like, somebody, like, clapping their ass cheeks together, or, like, some girl, like, thirsting, like, bro, it's not even, like, fun memes anymore or jokes. Like, it's literally just turned, like, I guess I do thirst trap, so I am part of the problem. But, like, bro, it's gotten kind of crazy. That was amazing. I forgot about this till now. For stream, no joke.
Publicly admitting she is done with the character and wants to move on, even though Hannah Montana Season 4 is still not even released yet.
So that's not, completely over for my fans. But
bro. Dude, Jace, everyone on TikTok, I feel like TikTok is like people are just so used to sexual content, and that's like the most popular thing. Like, if I get on TikTok, I don't even like this content ever, so that's not, I know it's not based on what I like, but like, that's just all it is. Like, and yeah, it's a bunch of attractive women, and like, why am I complaining about that? Like, bro, it's like detrimental to like your mental health, bro. Like, to be all horned up all the time and like looking at women that you like it's strange. I don't know. It's strange to me.
I'm kind of moving on to new things.
But Can't Be Tamed was a commercial failure compared to everything she had done before. The record still isn't gold, and the critical reception was poor. She didn't even do a North American tour for this album. My guess is at this point, Hollywood Records may have told her, see, you do need Hannah Montana. Maybe her going out publicly saying that she was ready to move on was making her fans resent her, but she wasn't able to get new fans because they still looked at her as the Disney girl. She was stuck in the middle. A couple weeks after she turned 18, a video of her leaked while smoking salvia out of a bong. Disney was livid about this. Miley smoked weed as a teenager, even during her time on the show. She obviously hid this. She even had a massive clothing brand deal with Walmart in the works. Once the news came...
Damn! $7 for a t-shirt? Imagine, bro. Like, $7 won't get you any article of clothing anymore. W my book MG, I remember. Avril. Like, bro, like, literally you're not gonna get like a pack of socks for $7.
Came out about the bong, they cut all ties with her. Her live performance were starting to become provocative, which again, by today's standards, are actually very mild. She started admitting the realities of being a child star.
There's times that you hear what you should be so much that you lose like what you actually are.
Miley had been media trained to answer questions in a specific way, to think a certain way, so she could be more marketable and relatable. Every time she had a thought, she thought about Disney and how they would feel about her response.
Do you ever swear?
No.
You stub your toe. What do you say?
I don't know.
Asking a teenager if they ever swear, and she said no. Bro, when you were a teen, like a young teen, like 16 to 18, that's when you said the fucking worst words in the book, bro. Like, listen, when I was like 15 to 19, that's when I said the worst shit. Like, I definitely say less bad stuff though. Miley Cyrus was an Michael. Bro, Michael Myers.
Disney owned her mind,
No,
her thoughts,
I was a good
for
girl.
years.
You didn't
2011
cuss when
was
you were
the
a
first
teen?
year she didn't work at Disney. It was her first real break, but with reruns and the show being so massive, it never really escapes you.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. Like they just kept playing like these shows even after they were over. Like just started the season's over. You just kind of always thought they were ongoing, or like a new episode, one you haven't seen before, because you couldn't like watch them all together. You just have to catch them on TV.
Everywhere she goes, that's what
Just
people want to
station
talk
right.
about. That's still what she is
Yeah.
known for. She
True.
cuts her hair. A simple haircut, and people all jump the gun. She's going crazy. She's just like every other child star. She broke up with her
Damn.
fiance,
True, bro. Anytime they cut their hairs, it's insane.
Liam Hemsworth. She dropped
Disney's
the
a
We
bitch.
Can't Stop music video
Oh yeah, bro. I remember this
where
one.
she was twerking and being risque. The media was in a frenzy. Then the 2013 VMAs performance. Miley wanted to make history, and that's exactly what she did. Going into it, most people thought, oh, Miley Cyrus, the Disney
Jesus, you know, bro. I remember when everyone saw this, they were probably fucking dumbfounded.
girl. When she
Panties
came out,
jiggling.
they were shocked. The twerking on Robin Thicke would be the viral
Ew, twerking on Robin Thicke is gross. Because Robin Thicke is gross.
moment that caused
Risque.
most of the outrage. This is so embarrassing. Little did they know, Miley was calculated on this the whole time. She wasn't going crazy. She wasn't trying to put on an artistic display of emotion. She was trying to fuck shit up and get everyone in the world talking about her music, and that's exactly
What the fuck? Needs to be under a jail. Wait, why?
what happened.
Is he a
Every
bad
single
guy?
celebrity chimed in, calling her a stripper, hooker, trashy. So she went the artistic route and dropped the Wrecking Ball music video. And of course, people didn't look at that as artistic. They thought, wow, she's really doing whatever she can for attention. Then again at the EMAs where she lit a joint on stage, collaborating with Juicy J and Mike Will Made It, and a ton of other rappers.
What the fuck? Wait, what's wrong with that?
No matter what she
Related.
did, people pinpointed her as the Disney star gone trashy and try hard. But if you watch any interview or listen to her talk at this point, it was all highly calculated, self-aware, and conscious.
I'm changing and learning so much. I think
He's
especially now that
overrated. Ricky Ball's too good too. Yeah, bro. Twerking stopped meaning anything to me when I was like 17. I was like, twerking? Oh. Alright, yeah, that was fun for a couple years.
I feel like I found more of my independence. I don't think I was ever really happy with who I was.
Sure, she liked to party and go wild, but understood the media
Damn.
game was just try to keep them talking while she keeps collecting the money. Because her album went 3 times platinum. We Can't
Jeez, did it really? Bangers?
Stop 5 times platinum. The Wrecking Ball
We
video
Can't
has 1.5
Stop.
billion views
We
and went
won't
7 times
stop.
platinum. And here we are
Alright, chat. Let me know in chat real quick what Miley song you want to listen to after this video really quick. We gotta listen to a little bit of Miley really quick for our next video.
talking about all of this almost
one?
10 years later. Her parents didn't want her to go
Don't do
wild.
it right.
Disney didn't want her to go wild.
That's
and because
insane,
of it,
Shrew.
Disney did everything they could to disassociate with
insane.
her. Did she do it for business reasons? Or did she do it to escape the child star stigma? Because her wild phase calmed down immensely after 2013.
Damn, bro. I like her hair and her fucking piercings in this one.
She went back to normal pretty quickly, making country songs and pop songs that didn't rely on her being naked to sell. And if she didn't have her wild phase, we would still be thinking of her as the girl who couldn't
She kind of like JoJo, like a weird JoJo Siwa in that one.
survive without the help
Just
of
love
the
her.
Disney conglomeration.
Ball. Here by Miley, good too.